What's up, my pilots? Oh, wait a minute. Am I playing with the poncho pack? Let's turn it back on, shall we? We are going on a tour today. You guys may remember my tour series back in the day. Today we're going into the Big Cow Lover's world. He's linked to his channel in the description. This is a really interesting one. This is where you spawn here. Why so respawning? Yes. And you can immediately see we're going to have some redstone, and whoa! Neat. You fill our hearts. The tube. I like how you put the tube instead of YouTube. Because, I mean, what other things start with tube? Don't put that in the description, and don't put that in the comments. Seriously, I don't want to know what other things end with tube. Hit the track. Hit to change track the long way home. So as you can see, these run back over there. And they switch the tracks around to send you to different places. Now, where do we want to go? Let's take the long way home, shall we? And now I guess we hop on right here. Let's go for a ride, shall we? Through the fire and the flames, we carry on. Whoa! Took a sharp turn there. Again, the redstone must be working. Just zipping us around, man. Oh, look at the bunnies! They're gonna get in the way. Bonk. Yeah. Rabbits. Those rascally rabbits. Isn't that what he always said? I don't remember. Anyway, we're going around this way. If you don't run into shit, it actually gets you there. Can you believe it? I know, right? Sounds so cool. Yeah, alright, let's just run it here. I don't think that the Big Cow Lover has Mo Creatures installed, or at least has all the animals turned on, because it's pretty much freaking impossible to ride a minecart around on the ground and not have animals get in your way. Alright, once we got the powered tracks back here, we should be able to finish up properly. Through the sharp turns in this cave, man. It's like a freaking thrill ride just to get home from the spawn point. And the first time I tried this worked perfectly. I was very impressed with it. And clunk. We have arrived. So this is home, I do believe. Awesome below. Awesome minecart on fire. Yes. I'm not quite sure how you manage that unless they're sitting on top of redstone. Or not redstone, but bloodstone. So let's see. This is the house, which apparently was killed by creepers. There's not a whole lot to see in here. Oh, soul sand. Great. I don't think I've ever actually built anything with that stuff. Anyway, there's not a whole lot going on inside the house. What's back here? Mining area. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass to replace those ladders. I really hated that one. I really hated Notch when he did that. It was just such a pain in the ass, man. Okay, let's see. Anything else of value back here? Oh, there's a pool. Man, houses with pools. What's this? Nothing is behind here. Nothing is behind this stone here, so don't look. Okay. I mean, come on. Oh, you looked, but don't tell the creepers. I come back here and I see this, and I immediately think of Tetris pieces. It's kind of funny. I guess, was this a dungeon? It looks like it. Or maybe he just built the walls from mossy cobble. Not sure. I don't see mossy cobble very often in the poncho pack. Not really used to looking at that green color on the cobblestone. Anyway, I want to take his sign. Let's leave it here. I think he kept a copy of this world, so I'm not. If I can mess up whatever I like, and it won't bother anybody. Wow, there's ice down there. How does that happen? I don't know, man. Anyway, there's a lot to see in this world, and we don't have a whole lot of time, so let's go around and look and see. In case of things stopping, turn them on, then off fast. That's kind of neat. A 3-stage redstone cycle. I like it. The red, green, and blue also reminds me of a television. I wonder if anyone could actually make a redstone TV. You see, he's got a loop going down here. You can't really see it, but let's see. Yeah, that's the beginnings of a loop. And so, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of that later in this video. And then he's got this really tall house here, which is pretty impressive, and would take ages to climb up. There's all kinds of stuff in here, too. So he's got a music player there. Where's the stairs? Ooh. You got windows to look out in your world. I don't think there's too much on the top of this, but we'll go up to the top just so we can get a good view of the world. See what else is going on up here. Lots of room, lots of places to put things if you wanted to expand into this house. It's got a glass roof on his top floor, glass roof and walls. And then out here, there's this big open area where I guess this is a working in progress. He's going to build something here because there's nothing to land in, so it isn't meant to be jumped off of. There's also an area over here. Just kind of zip line over here. What do you say? Let's take a look at it, see what this is. If you're reading this, do you know how to climb waterfalls? Really? Is that what that? Oh, that's how you're supposed to get up here. There's a waterfall going down there. Okay, yeah. Or you just flew up here. Okay, then. Yeah, that's me. Always breaking the rules. It's funny because that is so not me. Alright, let's zip back over here. Now, one of the cooler things in this world is this house down here. By far, not the coolest, but because there's some other pretty awesome stuff in this world I'll get to show you. But this is neat. He uses a sticky piston to make a door, basically like a gate here. Flip this, and the fence goes down. And I would never think to use a fence this way because I feel like it would break it. But when you put it back up, it reconnects itself. That's kind of neat, I gotta say. When you walk over it, the only problem I found is that there's no way to flick it shut from inside. And even if you managed to, yeah, now I can't get out because there's a fence in the way. I have to just run over here, I guess, and jump off. But this is your standard house here. I just thought that the architecture was quite nice. The color scheme. It just seems very Minecrafty. And it's got multiple floors with a nice balcony on top. It just looks good from far away. That's really what the outside of a structure is supposed to do. It's not really supposed to... There's no structural integrity in Minecraft, and so if you can make your buildings look good, that's more power to you. What is that? I didn't realize there was a cave down here. Cave full of water. Wow. Well, you know what? This is a good opportunity to show you guys that light command. You guys had a great suggestion telling me to use this inside the sphere. Basically, it's not really gonna... Well, actually, it didn't work, did it? It missed the chunk I was in. Light. So it's a little bit of a finicky command. Yeah, you see, it's only working above this line, and I'm not sure why. Maybe if I try it again down here. I really wish the command interface for Minecraft was more convenient. No, it's not working for me. Bummer. But as you can see, normally it makes the underwater quite brighter. So that would be handy. I didn't realize he had a big cave under his house there. That's neat. That makes the fact that it's on stilts a whole lot more interesting now, because it's like it's being held up above the cave. Anyway, there's more to see here, so let's zip on over to the other locations. We got some nice pixel art here with the Triforce, and look at Zelda. Man, he's cool. Wow, wouldn't it be cool if Zelda was a girl? No. Some of you guys know what I'm doing there. So there's 3 ways to go here. You can go to the Nether, there's a portal over there. Or you can go to the Poncho Tower. And that was what I was most interested in the first time I saw this world. So what do you say we take a little flight? I'm not going to ride it, because it's just a long minecart track up here. So we'll zip along. And whoa, look at this. Look at this. It's a humongous version of my skin. I mean, it's me! That's pretty freaking awesome. I gotta say, I was not expecting to see this when I went into this world, but it's pretty cool. And it's functional, too. Now check this out, check this out. Let's go down to the bottom here. I'll stop flying. Don't die. Okay, good. Whoa. Yeah, let's slow down here. Ooh, get inside. And as you can see, it's hollow. Just like me. No heart inside. Up the ladders we go. Now, I think this floor here is... hello. Let's see. Yeah, the right arm. Okay. This is what the inside of my arms look like. I'm blue and made of wood. And wool. There's my other arm. Now, somewhere around here there's a... Yeah, there's the inside of my face up there. Let's see. Let's continue upwards. And now we are in the top of my head! Now this is the coolest part. Check this out. Out here he's got a bunch of dispensers with arrows in them, wired up. And check out what it looks like from afar. It's a straight up bow and arrow, man. Particularly from the front. It looks just like a character holding a bow and arrow in this game. Except my character does it in a really dumb manner and holds it like sideways, but you know. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm digging it. I'm digging it, man. I don't need this stuff. So the neatest thing is it's functional. You flick this switch, and it fires. It's freaking awesome. Yes! It fires off like 4 different dispensers up here full of arrows, and they all shoot out. You could do some damage with something like this. I've always wanted to have a big mob trap where I could set up a bunch of dispensers and just go crazy shooting lots of arrows. So this is pretty freaking awesome. Something else that's interesting down here is, for some reason, he chose to put a big door in my butt and fill it with pigs. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be taking away from this, man. I gotta be honest with you. I'm a bit confused. But I'm just gonna close the doors. So this is some of the things that he left in this world. These are things that he built. This one over here I built just for fun. I believe that I did this one. Yeah, I did that one. But he built this one. And the trick with these is that it's a piston loop, where it pushes this block of wool in a circle. And the way that you make a loop in Minecraft, I think I've already showed you guys this, haven't I? Well, if I haven't, I'll show you again, just to make sure that you caught it the first time. Is you put 4 repeaters in a circle. I really should stop flying, it's just making it harder for me. Like this. And then you connect them up with redstone. Put a torch down next to it to power it, and then immediately break the torch. And you see the power will start from this square where the torch is, go into here, and it'll start going around. But if you break the torch away before the power gets all the way around, only part of the loop will have power. And then you can do this. It's kind of finicky if you change the speed while they're going, but it's easy to reset. You see now, it's a much slower loop. Very nice, very nice. Anyway, let's do that here. Oh, see, I let it go for too long, and now it's all connected. Let's try this again. There we go. And check it out. As this loop goes, each of these in turn sends power through. And then it's each connected to a piston. And they go in just the right pattern to push this in a circle. This seems really simple, but this takes ages to get the timing down right. This is particularly difficult to do. If you can get a piston loop like this working, you really know your red dust. Sheep! Anyway, so you can see this line has 2 repeaters in it to keep it slowed down, and the other 3 don't have any. And all these repeaters in the loop are set to different times, so it's quite difficult to get this to work exactly like you want it to. But when you have it going, it's pretty freaking neat. The sad part is you can't actually ride the thing. That's really disappointing, because I really want to stand on top of this piece of wool and ride it in circles, but you just can't. It doesn't work. You fall through. I wish Notch would change that. Okay, over here, there's an extension on the same idea. You've got 4 pistons, and they're basically the same configuration, but farther apart. And now there's a big conveyor belt shape here. So let's go ahead and give it a little power. Oh, waited too long. Let's put the red dust back. Try again. All redstone gets stuck whenever you log out, and I'm not sure why. It just stops. Anyway, so if you sit here, you can see it's a full series conveyor belt, and I don't know whether this will carry things around with it. It does, yes. It will move items for you. So if you wanted to, you could use this to move items a long distance. Sometimes they get stuck, it seems. Let's just try a few more, shall we? Yeah, sometimes they move, sometimes they get stuck. So this is sort of a bad way to move items around if that's what you want. I would just suggest washing them down with water. If that's what you're trying to do, move items. As you can see, it chugs them right around. And again, lots of other repeaters are involved in this to get the timing right. If you can get one of these going, you're a redstone master. This is a tricky contraption here. And I think when he gave the world to me, I know the smaller one was working. I'm not sure if this one was working or not because I started fiddling with it before I tried it, and then I had to get it working myself again. But this took me a while. It's pretty neat though. And like I say, the sad part is you can't. Let's say I want to ride this white roll around. I'm not moving. You see? I'm standing on it. You see, you either won't move or you'll fall off of it. It's kind of sad. Yeah, you see, bonk. Disappointing. I hope Notch fixes that in the future. But that is the Big Cowlover's world. Quite awesome. He's also got some he's got some other pixel art that's unfinished. I don't think I actually showed, but I don't have too much time this morning. I got to go to class. But I wanted to do another instance of the tour, and I already have another pretty cool world that I want to show you guys. And if you, the viewer, have an interesting Minecraft world that you'd like to have shown off, or just to have one you'd like me to see because it's cool, send it to me. Send me a Mediafire or a Mega Upload link. My phones are ringing. And if it's good enough, I'll put it in my tour. Because I really like to show off other people's creations. It's really interesting for me. Just to go through these worlds, because you guys don't build the same way that I build, and it's interesting for me to see other people's styles and other people's techniques, and it's just a learning experience for all of us, so we can get some good entertainment out of it. So like I say, if you have a world that you think is pretty cool, you can send it to me. We've already toured through a couple worlds. We went through the Zelda trial back in the day, remember that one? And we did Mr. We Love Trees world, way back in the day. So now we're up to 2, and I've got a 3rd one ready to go. Shinji Lover is next time. And then after that, it could be you! It's like some horrible spam ad. Like, you're the 10,000th visitor! You've won something awesome! Alright, I have to go to class now and take a calculus test, so I'll see you guys in the next episode of Angryponcho's World of Minecraft. Thanks for watching, see you guys next time.